Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Alien Xenomorph Stage 37, which is put out by Agora Models. And in this stage, we're going to continue working on the ribs and the right thigh. So let's go ahead and get the parts out of the noisy paper. I know how noisy this is. Make sure that is all the parts. So what we've got here is two of the pipes that are going to go on this skin, two pieces for the ribs, three screws, and a few magnets. So let me go ahead and find the X-Acto. I actually put it away and I couldn't find it just there for a second. There's the magnets. Get the screws out, and I'm sorry if my chair keeps squeaking. Sometimes I switch chairs. Today I have not. Get a little tin here for the screws. I also left my screw holder. I don't think I have much of a screw holder for this build because most of the screws are pretty much there's like two or three different types of screws. So now we got all the parts out. Let's go ahead and move down to the next page. I've actually got the instructions up on the screen because Agora only does the instructions through the PDFs, and so they only give you the instructions themselves. Kind of like it, I kind of like the fact that they do it that way. I don't end up with a bunch of books to sit there and go, do I want to keep them or not at the end of the build? So I've got the oil out over here since these screws will be going into metal. The silver screws, for the most part, go into metal. The black ones go into plastic. And I've got the wrong screwdriver. For some reason, I was thinking the big screwdriver would fit these. So dip the screw in the oil. What I've done is this is one of the two-part ribs, and I've taken the smaller part, put it onto the larger part, and there's a pin there to hold them in the right place, and we just tighten this down on here, and there's that rib. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take it here to the bottom, and it goes over here on the as I'm looking at it from the inside, on the right side, just slots on there like that. Grab another screw, and I'll dip it in the oil, tighten that down, and this part of the ribs will be done. Looks like from looking at these ribs, we will have about 4 more ribs pieces or so, 4 more issues that will have ribs in them in every issue. After that, I am not positive how they put the two rib cages together. And so there is the ribs done. Or done for this issue. Now 37.3, move these magnets, has a tag on it that says D1. You can see right there's D1. Cut this tab off. Try to stab myself with the X-Acto knife. Take this piece that we got in issue 36. Double check how this goes on here because it's got 3 tabs and a pin on either end, but it does curve here, so it should go on. I think. Let me see. Got it too far. You always got to make sure you've got these in the right spot. Yeah, it'll go on just like that. Go ahead and take that out, get the oil out of the way, drop some glue in here. I actually put a lot of glue in there because I'm going to be working on the Xenomorph for a little bit today. There should be several videos. Not posted all at the same time, just several videos that I record, and then I will process them for YouTube, add headers, or not headers, intros and outros, and then post them sometime down the road. Of course, if you're watching this video, it means I've already posted it and done all that. So just fill this area with glue. I've watched Wayne. Wayne will I think actually both Wayne and Kev will take glue straight from the bottle. I still like to use the pin vise method. That way I'm not ending up with too much glue that's going to splooge out all over the place. So I'm going to take it from this end instead. Get the pin in there, get the tabs in there one at a time, get the pin in the final spot, hold it in place so that it does set up. And actually, it's kind of funny that the regular super glue is working well for these. I may have to switch over later because this is flexible and regular super glue does not flex very well. I haven't even thought of that before now. So there's that one. Let me go ahead and get the second one, which is D2. Cut the tab off. This one actually is going to need a little bit of sanding to smooth it. And the reason I'm out of screen is because I'm doing it over a trash can so that it's not going all over the bench. Okay. So there, sanded it off. Again, 3 tabs, 2 pins, just to make sure which one, make sure I've got it in the right direction. That looks like it goes the other direction. But it's also a little bit long for this slot. Interesting. Let me try it this way again. For the first time, I actually have one that's going to push very hard up against the other piece. I knew I knocked it over. I just couldn't see, or I was looking and did not see. Had to look harder because when your desk gets a little bit cluttered up, you can lose track of things right in front of you. What I'm talking about is pin vise. I didn't know where it was at first. If this for some reason pops out because it is pushing pretty hard against the other side, I will do what I have to get it to go in there and stay in there, to include possibly doing a slight modification on the end so that the 2 pipes are just a hair shorter. Come on, there we go. Drops right in there. Now forget that these pinholes, where the pins go, these are holes all the way through to the other side. So what happens is I get a little bit of glue on the back side on my finger. Now it keeps popping up. Let me hold it in place. Could use clamps. This actually works really well. I think that should be staying in place now. A little bit popping up here. Like I said, I may have to do some work to make sure everything stays in place. The only thing left to do is turn this over, and we have divots for the magnets over here. And what I've been using instead of the super glue, and it's important that you let this set up a little bit. I tried the black super glue. It didn't work. It's supposed to have some rubber in it, but it didn't work. So I'm going to put a little bit of this B7000, which is it's kind of a gel, kind of a super glue, but it does dry and hold really well. I'd love to say I got it. You can find it in my Amazon store, but I don't have an Amazon store. I'm not that cool yet. Give me time. Of course, the pen was playing games with me and didn't want to drop into place. So now take each one of these magnets one at a time and just set them in there and push them down. If they'll play nice. That's the other thing that I've occasionally run into, is that the magnets tend to pop back out. I'm hoping this rubberized stuff, because it's a little bit more rubberized than super glue, I'm hoping the B7000 will work to hold these in place, have a little bit of flex to it, and not create problems down the road. I do know, having watched other people building this, specifically Wayne and Kev, that eventually these magnets become moot. They're just there to hold it in place while you're doing the build, at least as far as I've seen. They're to hold the magnets in place while you wrap the skin around and use zip ties on it. So that is all there is to do in this stage. Let me double check. Yep, that is 9th rib has been added, as well as pipes and magnets being fitted to the thigh skin. So that's all there is to do in this stage. Hope you're enjoying this build. It's a long, drawn-out build because I'm doing one video per stage, but it's getting there. Like and subscribe. Come on, hit the bell. Let me start over. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified of whenever I post a new video. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. Links will be in the description. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you on the next video.